Thank you for joining us today on the path of the flatfoot. Today, on the beginner's path, we're going to focus for episode 4 on the movement Meadow. This is about rediscovering joy in everyday movement and playful motion. Traveler, welcome to the movement Meadow, a realm where the sun is warm, the grass is soft beneath your feet, and movement becomes as natural and delightful as a wildflower dancing in the breeze. Here, we loosen the concept of exercise and instead rediscover play. Let's talk about some ancient practices that are in alignment with this. One of those would be indigenous walking rituals. Across countless indigenous cultures, from the First Nations of North America to the Sami of the Arctic tundra, movement was woven into life through walking rituals. A walk was never just exercise. It was ceremony, a way to commune with land, to track animals, to greet the spirits of wind and soil. Some tribes walked in spirals to honor the earth. Others walked in silence to speak with ancestors. The movement Meadow invites you back into this ancient simplicity. Movement as meaning, steps as stories, a walk as a doorway to presence. And why does movement matter? Movement isn't just physical, it's emotional, it's mental, it's alchemical. Motion stirs stagnation. Movement creates momentum. Even the smallest motion awakens something ancient. Here in the meadow, every motion counts. Walking, stretching, swaying, like we did in the fascia forest, dancing, reaching, twisting, laughing, all of it. Movement is life. Have you ever felt stuck and you're working on something and you just get up and go for a walk? And then you notice, even if it's just a 1 or 2 minute walk, how great you feel when you come back. It changes the trajectory. Taking that break and doing something physical can transform and reset you. I highly recommend doing that whenever you feel stuck. If you feel a mood coming on, go for a walk. Even if it's just to get up and walk and go to the bathroom. Just to take a break, go get a drink of water, something that causes you to move so that you're not in the same place. So I want to give you some playful rituals that you can do anywhere. A couple of things that are really small that will transform your life. Because on the beginner's path, that's what we're all about. Finding the simple things that only take a few seconds to a few minutes that you can incorporate into your life to start to get motion and consistency going. And that will lead you to a path of health and fitness. So the playful rituals that we're going to talk about today, the 3, which will of course be in the theme of a movement meadow. The first one I'd like to call the meadow step. So I'd like for you to take a slow step. Heel and push off from the heel and then go to the toe. So you start, you land on the heel, you roll up and then push off the toe. You want to feel each part of your foot greet the earth. It's really about a conscious walking motion. You can even do this. You just walk from the kitchen to the living room and just heel to toe and just really contact and think about it and just feel what it feels like to hit the ground and have that grounding feeling and what each part of your foot feels like when you're moving. By doing something like that, you're actually kind of short-circuiting your brain. You don't have a moment to think about anything else because you're actually in the moment feeling how your feet feel. And your feet are the things that support you through life. So this meadow step is something that I find extremely wonderful to do. It, number one, cuts off any thought process you've got going on. It short circuits that, but it reconnects you to your body and it grounds you. And more importantly, you're getting motion. So the second simple, playful ritual that you can do anywhere I like to call the sunbeam sweep. So this one, you're going to lift your arms like you're collecting light and then sweep them down slowly, letting warmth flow into your torso. So stretch your arms out like you're collecting light and then pull it into you. Imagine if you saw someone you hadn't seen in forever and you were running up to give them a hug and pulling them to you. That's how you're going to sweep the light to you. And then you imagine that light just flows down your torso. It's a sunbeam sweep. So you're sweeping light into your soul and into your body. Just imagine it like that. And then the third playful ritual that you can do anywhere, we're going to call this the dishwashing dance. Yes, truly, dishwashing. We're going to make this a joy. So imagine you're doing dishes, or actually do them, your choice. And when you do that, you want to sway your hips and bounce your knees. And just imagine like music going that guides your muscles while you pace plates with gentle flourish. So just imagine you're doing movements that you would do if you were washing a plate, or you were actually doing that, and you want to sway your hips and bounce while you're doing it. And then imagine you're putting the plates away to dry on a rack, or you're putting them away, you've completely dried them and you're putting them away in the cupboard. So it's just a dishwashing dance. Whatever your motion is, you're loading the dishwasher, but you don't want to bend down too much because this is gentle, something simple. So just imagine you're doing something like that, and that is your third ritual. So the playful rituals that you can do anywhere are your meadow step, the sunbeam sweep, and the dishwashing dance. I'm also going to leave that in the description of the video so you can remember those three and try to incorporate those easily into your life. Tiny motions make big magic. Just try to strive for 5 minutes of movement. The movement Meadow teaches us a profound truth. 5 minutes is enough to change your energy. Walk for 2 minutes, stretch for 1, dance for 1, breathe for 1. That's 5 minutes already of life returning to you. When you think about your movement, imagine the grass whispering. Because remember at the beginning we talked about swaying grass. So imagine grass is whispering to you. We do not grow all at once. We sway into our fullness, and so can you. That's some wisdom to take with you from the meadow, from the grass. Movement is not punishment. It is celebration. So in closing, I hope that you leave the meadow with a smile, a bounce, a little more air in your steps. Your lantern guide winks playfully at you and says, "Let joy be the reason that you move." Before we part, traveler, remember to listen to your own inner wisdom. Your body knows what feels right, what feels safe, and what it's ready for. These teachings are gentle lanterns to guide you, not medical advice. If you're ever unsure, take a moment to learn more or speak with a trusted health professional before beginning anything new. Walk slowly, move wisely, and let your inner light show the way. Until your next step on the beginner's path, walk gently, traveler. Your lantern glows brighter with every small movement. Thank you for walking with us on the beginner's path. Please share in the comments anything that you like to do for movement, any simple little thing that you can do in 1 minute, 5 minutes to give ideas of things that other people can try. And on your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Next time, we're going to talk about strength stones. The sun warms your shoulders as you follow the path from the meadow toward the ancient circle of stones ahead. Look forward to next steps on the beginner's path, and I wish you a life full of motion and joy.